अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
जी वालेकुम सलाम। 1 मिनट दीजिएगा। Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Everybody can see the screen now?
Yes.
Let's see. Is the sound quality okay?
Yeah.
Seems okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just quickly start here. Just getting set up. Okay. Okay, can you guys see me? All right. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let me just quickly send another note. Okay. Okay. Inshallah, we'll start now and we'll see if people are coming online. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem, amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Qala Allahu ta'ala, innal hudallahi huwal huda. وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله الكريم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم أرحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة واجعله لي حجة يا رب العالمين آمين ثم آمين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillah, once again, with the extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are going to continue our lessons. And today I have an interesting topic. We are going to ask questions that how we have been learning so many things. For example, the main topic or our interest is nominal sentences.
Alhamdulillah.
Right. And in nominal sentences, we have done quite a bit of few different aspects. For example, we learned how to make it, emphasis in the sentence. Remember that one few sessions back? We learned how to use inna in there. Yeah. Then we learned how to make it negative. Yeah. That how do we take a negative sentence and we make it negative? Meaning if I say Zaidun Salihun, Zaid is a righteous person, then I say Zaid is not a righteous person. So what was this? Ma Zaidun la Salihun. Yeah. Remember that? And then we also learn how to create taqeed in the negative sentences. Okay. So today what we are going to learn how to make sentences with a question. Like how do we ask a question? Are we ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So, bismillah, let's see. So there are interrogative sentences are of two types. The first type of interrogative sentences can be answered by yes or no. So if I say, are you Mr. Ijaz? So what is your answer? Simple answer?
Yes.
Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
I mean, you can say, yes, I am Mr. Ijaz, but is there a need for explaining? No. You just say, are you Mr. Ijaz? The simple answer is yes or no. Yeah. So there are two types of questions. The short ones where the answer is either yes or no. And then there are other questions which requires a longer sentence or a longer answer or some sort of explanation. Yeah. So the first type is of yes and no. And to make such type of interrogative sentences, we use haruf istifham. Istifham is what? Question. The haruf of question. And where we use them? Before the nominal sentence. Right? So we need to know where to put them. Remember when we made it negative, where we put the ma in the beginning, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The inna was in the beginning. Yes. So we need to know where we are need to put and what is the difference, because there are, I'm telling you about huruf istifham, and then later on I'm going to tell you asma'i istifham. So what is the difference between the two? Okay. So the huruf istifham are two. They are this hamza with the fatha, a, and this other one is hal. What are these called? Haruf istifham. These are the haruf, particles or letters you use for asking question. When you use them, what is the answer? Yes or no. Correct? Okay. So for example, haza kalamun. What will be the translation of haza kalamun?
This is a pen.
This is the pen,
This is
right?
pen.
It's a normal nominal sentence, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we want to make it into a question. So I can do the following. It's a nominal sentence. I can either use a or I can use hal,
Hal.
and then it will become a haza kalamun. Is this a pen? You see what happened?
Yeah.
As soon as you put the alif with the fatha or the hamza in front of haza, it becomes a question. Now, can you answer by saying yes or no?
Yes.
Sam.
Yes. Haza kalamun naam. I'll tell you that. Or you can also use the same thing, no difference. Hal haza kalamun, same thing. Okay. So they are both interrogative sentences, and the answer is either you're going to say naam, which means yes, or you're going to say la, which means no. Okay. So first category is simply using the haruf istifham. What do? We use huruf istifham. And how many huruf istifham we know? Two. We have-
Brother Abid,
yes,
question.
brother Jaz. Yes, brother Jaz.
where we should use a and where we should use hal.
There, you can use like in this sentence, we used both. It's our own choice at the moment. Yes, you see that?
Yeah.
And right now, I'm not going to be distinguishing anything, but in both sentences, you have the choice to make either use a or hal. Now, frequently speaking, a makes more sense, right? Because it's easy to come out. Ahaza kalamun. Hal haza kalamun. They're both okay, but you can use them whichever way you want. But these are the two huruf. Remember the word I'm saying, huruf istifham. These are the particles of interrogation. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. So this is one little concept. If we are done with this, then we can move on. Now, let's see what I can show you this. Okay, the second type. So if I say, what is your name? Can you say yes?
No.
No.
Right? It will not make sense. If I say, what is your name? And you say yes, that's not a right answer, right? If I say, is your name Ijaz? Then you say yes, it makes perfect sense.
Ismi
Right.
Ijaz.
Ismi Ijazun, right? So you don't even have to say that. You can say, if somebody is asking you you're standing somewhere, somebody came to you and say, hey, are you Mr. Ijaz? And simple answer is yes or no, right? So the second type of questions are which cannot be answered by yes or no. For example, if I say, what is this? You say, what is your name? You say, Ismi, or you can say, Haza Kalamun, for example. What is this? Ma Haza. Then you say, Haza Kalamun. Brother Faiz is saying something.
Yeah. I will get updated. He's not going to join.
He will not be able to
Oh,
join
no
the
worries,
same.
no worries. Yeah, no worries. Okay. So far, so good. One type of question you can answer by simply yes and no. And for those kind of questions, you have huruf istifham, the a and the hal. Okay, the answer is naam or la. But then the second type, you cannot answer by yes or no. You have to give some sort of answer. And the example is, what is this? What is your name? If I say, what is your name? And can you say yes?
No.
No. Okay, good. To make such type of interrogative sentences, asma istifham are used. Look, there is a difference. Huruf in the previous category and in this category is the asma. Asma is the plural of ism. Yes. And they're used in the nominal sentence. And there is a long list of these asma. And today our main focus is going to be on them. Okay. So there are many of them, and we will discuss only the one which we frequently see used. Okay. So some of them are, okay, before we know their names, we need to know 4 things about them. So do you guys remember wusat, the capacity or the type?
Yes.
Okay, if these are asma, that means it's an ism. And ism has how many properties? 4 properties. Is wusat one of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And wusat mean is it marifa or nakira? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. And when we think about asma istifham, we know, or I'm telling you, the type is nakira. Yes.
Okay.
So this is it given in the beginning of the topic, so that whenever you see asma istifham, you know that they are nakira. So if I say this asma istifham is marifa or nakira, what would be your answer?
Nakira.
Nakira. Very good job. From the Arab status, they are mabni. Okay. Now, we have not learned mabni in a lot of detail, but we know a very high level definition that mabni are the one which do not change. For example, if I say Musa, Musa, Musa. Musa will be in all 3 statuses, Rafa, Nasab, and Jar will always be Musa, Musa, Musa. Huda, Huda, Huda. Allazi, Allazi, Allazi. That means these asma will always be mabni. They will not change. But based on our own understanding and the context where they're used, we will know whether it's the Rafa, Nasab, or Jar, or we're going to call them mabni. What are we going to call them?
Mabni.
Mabni.
Okay. So when we say jins, we don't care. They don't change. For example, for male or female, we can use the same one. It's not going to matter. Is that clear?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Similarly, other is not going to matter. We can use it for singular, we can use it for dual, or we can use it for plural. They will still stay the same. Remember in the previous examples, whenever we use dual, we need to bring the dual. And whenever we use the jama, then we have to bring the jama. If you're talking about muannas, we have to bring muannas. And so those 2, the properties of ism will not affect asma istifham. Got it?
Okay.
So the 4 properties of asma istifham is their wusat is nakira and their Arab is mabni. Yes? Mabni means? Yes.
Mabni means
Non-flexible. Non-flexible. Yes. So meaning they do not change. Why we call the other one flexible? Because remember in ism, we have 3 statuses. Ism can change from rafa status to nasab, nasab to jar. That means they're very flexible. They're not stubborn. But when there are certain asma, they are mabni. They say we are not going to change in rafa, nasab, or jar. Our look, the look and feel will not change. We will stay the same in all 3. But you can imagine about us, based on your need, you can say, yes, this is rafa here, this is nasab here, this is jar here, right? But from when you look at it, you will not get any visible change in our look-alike, okay? All right. So now let's take a look at the list. What are these asma? So we have ma, and the meaning of ma is what? Yes? Man, who? Okay. Are these seems like question like they look like some nouns
Yeah.
which are used for questioning. Okay, so ma, man, and then kaifa.
Kaifa.
Kaifa is how.
How.
Yes. Okay. Aina. Aina mean where. Yes. Okay. Mata, when.
When.
Right. And then ayana is also when.
When.
But the one thing is specific about ayana is always used for Yawm al-Qiyamah. Right?
Yeah.
In the Quran, there are like 3 or 4 times. As soon as you see ayana, that means we are talking about the day of Qiyamah. Yeah? When is the day of Qiyamah? When is the sa'a? When is the hour? So mata in normal situation when you're saying when, but ayana is specific to the Yawm al-Qiyamah. Okay? Ayyun. Ayyun. Yes, ayyun mean which.
Which.
Yes. And then anna. Anna mean from where?
Yeah.
From where or where from? Yes. Okay. Come. Come mean how much or how many? Yes. Okay. And lima
Why
means
not?
why. Not why not. Lima is why.
Why?
Okay. All right. So take a look at this list again. Ma, what? Man, who? Kaifa, how? Aina, where? Mata, when? Ayana, when? Specific to Yawm al-Qiyamah. Ayyun, which? Anna, from where? Come, how many? How much? Lima, why? So far, so good?
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure most of you have seen them already. It's just that now you're just finding out more details about them, right?
Yes.
The Quran is full of them, right? Every line you find something here, right? Okay. So let's take a look at some, when we making the interrogative sentences in English language, where is the question word coming from? Or what is the position of the
The
question?
placement is at the beginning.
The beginning. See, what is this? If I say Urdu, for just the sake of explaining, if I translate, what is this? I'm saying, ye kya hai? Ye kya hai? So, kya is the question word, right? But it's in the middle. But in English, the question word is always in the beginning. So, the Arabic also follows the same rule. The question mark or the question word or the pronoun or ism of question comes in the beginning of the sentence. Ma haza. The translation of or the Arabic of what is this? Ma haza. Yes. Now, we know that Arabic, the is does not exist. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But we know that with the combination of the Arab in the nominal sentence, when the Marifa Nakira combination happens, this is comes into the picture automatically, right?
Yes.
Right. So over here, now you will be pondering, Ma haza is a sentence, because what is this? This is a sentence. It's a question. Agree?
Yes.
But now our mind will kick in into our regular understanding of the nominal sentence that there is supposed to be a mubtada, there is supposed to be a khabar, and there is supposed to be a mutalliq khabar. Yes?
Yes.
But over here,
Brother Abed,
yes, brother Afzal.
this I am a little confused. I think we use ma in negate a nominal sentence as well. Is that ma different than this ma?
Yes, in Arabic, ma has many meanings. Okay. So right now the ma we are using is of the question mark or the question is asma istifham. Similarly, we have used the word la or the letter lam. We know 3 definitions of letter lam. Lam-e-Taqeed, Lam-e-Tarif, and Lam-e-Jara. Remember in the previous session?
Correct.
We talked about lam, and lam is of more than 3, but so far we have learned only 3 types. Lam-e-Jara, Lam-e-Taqeed, and Lam-e-Tarif. Similarly, ma has many meanings, and ma is also used for making negative, but in this category, as you can see, if you say ma haza, that doesn't mean not is this. Yes?
Doesn't make sense.
It will make no sense, right? So ma here is for what? Yes?
Sure.
Okay. So the thing I was trying to point out for you, you would think that what is my mubtada in this sentence? What is my khabar? Follow? So because it's a nominal sentence, correct? What is this? This is a nominal sentence and we are asking a question. Agree?
Mhm.
Correct. Yeah.
When we think about a nominal sentence, we think about three parts: mubtada, khabar, and
Muta'alliq.
muta'alliq khabar. And we have our specific rules about mubtada supposed to be marifa and nakira. Generally, most of the time, it's supposed to be marifa and nakira. The khabar has to be nakira. Yes.
Yes.
The mubtada has to be rafa. The khabar has to be rafa. Over here, if we think about mahaza, those rules or those technical details doesn't seem to be applied here. Yes. So haza makes sense as mubtada because haza is marifa. Yes.
Yeah.
So the Arabic people have two opinions about this. Some groups say ma is the mubtada and haza is the khabar. Okay. A group of Arabic grammar people, they agree on this fact that in this situation, they're calling ma as mubtada, even though it doesn't make any sense. But remember, ma is mabni. So can I make ma here as rafa?
Yes.
Yes. But is it nakira or marifa? Ma?
Nakira.
Nakira. But can we have a nakira mubtada?
No.
In exceptions, we can. But
Oh,
generally,
yeah, that's true. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
that's
generally, it is marifa, right?
Yes.
Right. So here they're saying ma is mubtada and haza is the khabar. What is this? Now the other group saying no, haza is the mubtada, but ma is the khabar, but they have brought the khabar in the beginning and it's allowed in a nominal sentence. You can change the position of the khabar and the mubtada. Yeah.
That makes more sense.
But we are not going to get into that technical detail. What we are going to say that this is a nominal sentence. Yes. And haza is the mubtada. However, the ma is in the beginning because as it is required in the English language that the question word comes in the beginning, same rule applies to Arabic. Yeah? Follow?
Yeah.
So in order to tell you or explain to you, this is what you're going to tell yourself. You're not going to think in the normal technical sense about the nominal sentence, the way we have learned from beginning. But everything is there in front of you. Ma haza is what is this? It's a nominal sentence in the question form. So we'll just stay with that and move on. Okay. So if you have to say in the grave, remember there will be a question. Mar Rabbuk. Yeah. Who is your Rabb? So in the first sentence we use the word ma. What was the second haruf or asma istifham? Man. What is the meaning of man? Who? Right? Rabbuk, your Rabb. Rabbuk. Remember Rabbuk. This is not new. Rabbuk, Rabbuka, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rabbi, my Lord. Rabbuka, your Lord. Rabbukum, their Lord. Remember? We did this. This Rabb is a noun, right?
Yeah.
And is the ka the pronoun?
Yeah.
What kind of pronoun? Is it attached or detached?
Attached.
So when we have a noun attached with a pronoun, isn't this a murakkab izafi?
Yeah.
Yes, murakkab izafi, right?
Yeah.
You've been learning murakkab izafi for quite some time now, right? Mar Rabbuk is a question, right? Who is your Lord? Is this question going to be asked in the grave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then ma dinuk. What is dinuk? Dinuka, your deen.
What is
What is your deen or what is your religion? Is there a second question in the grave?
Yes.
So is ma this is asma istifham, right? Man is the second one. Then again we're giving you another detail of ma. Okay. Now let's look at this. Kayfa anta? How are you? Is kayfa a question mark?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Aina al-kalamu. Aina is where. Al-kalamu.
Where is color?
Where is the pen? Or
Where is
where
the
is the
pen?
kalam? Yeah. Where is the pencil or whatever you want to call it? Kalam is pen, let's say. Mata hazal wa'du. When is this promise? when this promise, yes? Or mata hazal wadu. This hazal wadu, what do you think? Is it a murakkab?
Yeah, murakkab
Yes.
idafi.
Murakkab izafi. Okay, brother Ijaz, now tell me the name of the 4 murakkabat you have learned. Just give me the names of the murakkabat.
Murakkab idafi, murakkab tawsifi,
Murakkabe,
no,
yeah, ishari,
ishari, yeah,
and murakkab
Yeah.
jari. Yes.
jari, yes.
So you said murakkabe jari, murakkab ishari,
These are
murakkab
murakkab
tawsifi,
ishari. This is murakkab ishari.
murakkab ishari. Why you got that corrected now? Because you see the haza, which is the
Haza,
ishara.
Yes,
The moment you see the ishara, you know that is a murakkab ishari.
yes.
Yes. Okay. Ayyana yawmul qiyamah. Yawmul qiyamah. Ayyana mean when is the day of judgment.
Judgment.
Okay. Yawmul qiyamah. I did the translation. Day of judgment or day of qiyamah. Yes. When I use that, what kind of murakkab is that, brother, sister Hunayza?
Yawmul Qiyamah,
Yeah.
Idafa structure.
Idafa, murakkab idafi. Does everybody agree with sister Hunayza?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, good. All right. So far so good. Are you guys following this? It's not hard, right? It's an easy
No, no,
thing,
no.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ayyu kitabin haza. Ayyu kitabin haza. Which book is this? Which book is this? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So ayyu is also the asma'i istifham. Okay. If you remember, it was ayyun. Remember when we looked at the list?
Yes,
It was ayyun. Over here, I am saying ayyu kitabin. So what does ayyu kitabin look like? Sister Homa, are you with us today?
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I'm here.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, better. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so ayyu kitabin. What is this? Is a murakkab. What kind of murakkab is this? And listen to the translation. Which book is this? Haza is this, right?
Mhm.
So ayyu kitabin haza.
Haza is Murakkab Ishari, but
No. Haza is not murakkab ishari. Haza here is by itself, right?
Mhm.
Murakkab is when there are 2 or more, right? My question is about ayyu kitabin. Just this is the murakkab. And if you pay attention on the last session when we talked about something,
Yeah, it's
all the details are there. Ayyu kitabin. Look at the Arab of the kitab.
so it should be
Yeah.
Murakkab Izafi.
Yes, should murakkab izafi. Why did you reach this conclusion?
Because it has there. What's that?
Yes, this is in the status of jar, right?
The subject. Yeah.
That's correct. And how do you also know that this is murakkab izafi? Because ayyun, it was ayyun. But now what do you see in front of you? Ayyu.
Ayyu.
So one of the tanween dropped, right?
Yes.
One of the tanween dropped into a single dhamma, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the mudaf qualities that it cannot have tanween?
Yes.
Yes. So ayyun is a special kind of mudaf. What is it? Special kind of mudaf. So if it's mudaf, do you think that you would also need a mudafun ilayh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you have kitab here as mudafun ilayh, then what is the status of mudafun ilayh always? Jar.
Yeah.
So don't just look at the simple concept we are talking about. Also try to recognize what we have learned in the past. So ayyu kitabin is murakkab izafi. Does everybody see that explanation?
yes.
Because I heard somebody was saying that's not correct. Yeah. So do you see now this is correct? Ayyu kitabin is correct, is a murakkab izafi.
Yeah.
Good.
So we don't pay attention to Haza in here, which is a
No,
ishara.
haza is there, but it is not a murakkab. Because what is the definition of a murakkab? Murakkab is when there is 2 or more, right? Normally it's 2, right? Because
Yeah.
every time we say murakkab when we are combining 2 things. So in the first one, when I said, what is this hazal wadu? This hazal wadu is a murakkab ishari. I agree on that because Haz al-Wadu is connected, right? Haza is the Ismu Ishara, al-Wadu is the Musharun alayh. Agree?
Yes.
Yawmul
Yes.
Qiyamah, same thing, is Murakkab Idafi because Yawm is Mudaf and al-Qiyamati is the Mudafun alayh.
Mhm.
Over here, Ayyu Kitabin Haza, which book is this? So I'm not using it in any conjunction. I'm just saying, which book is this? If you're reading some book, I ask you, Ayyu Kitabin Haza, you will say this is a book of math or something, but that will be your answer, right?
Yes.
So far, so good, guys.
Yes.
Anna Laki Haza. Anna is from where?
From there.
Or where from? Yes,
Yeah.
you can use it either way. Laki Haza. Remember, this is a question asked by Zakaria alayhi salam to Maryam alayhi salam.
Ya Maryam, anna laki haza.
Where is this from? There was food or risk in her room, and anytime he used to walk in there, he used to find some food in there. So he asked, Anna Laki Haza, Ya Maryam.
And Maryam
Yeah.
replied, قالت هو من عند الله
Inna Allah yarzuqu man yasha bighayri hisab.
بغير حساب.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. So what we are looking here is the list I gave you of the Asma'i Istifham. I'm using them in sentences to give you the details of them. Say, Kaifa, Aina, Mata, Ayyana, Ayyu, Anna. If you remember the list in the beginning of the lesson, then Kaifa is how. Aina is where. Mata is when. Ayyana is when. But I told you Ayyana is specific to Yawmul Qiyamah. Ayyu is which. Anna is from where. Right? So look at this one.
Brother Abdul, there is
Yes, brother Ijaz. Yes, brother Javed.
Go back to the slide.
Yes.
Yeah, in this Ayyu Kitab in Haza and Anna Laki Haza. So in these two sentences, the Haza is not a ism, right?
No, Haza is ism. Haza is Isme Ishara.
Isme Ishara.
Yes.
So Haza, in this situation, Haza is just Ashara, I think, and it is not ism.
No. Ism is, we know that it's ism. But when we said Yawmul Qiyamah, look, think about Yawmul Qiyamah. Is Yawm a ism?
Yeah.
Al-Qiyamah is an ism?
Yeah.
When they combine, they made a murakkab, they made a compound. Yes.
Yes.
And we know that the way they combined, Yawmu, it does not have tanween, and the Qiyamah is in the status of jar. So those are the qualities of Mudaf and Mudafun ilayh.
Yeah.
So we said this is Murakkab Idafi combination. Agree?
Yeah.
In the previous one, Mata Haz al-Wa'du, Haza is Ismi Ishara, and al-Wa'du is connected with this promise. So this is Murakkab Ishari. Right? But Murakkab is always a combination of more than one. So Haza is one, al-Wa'du is one. When they get combined, they make Murakkab Ishari. Yawmu was one, al-Qiyamah is one. When they combine, they make Murakkab Izafi. Ayyu Mudaf, Kitabin Mudafin ilayh, Murakkab Izafi. Anna Laki Haza, then also this is, Anna is the Haruf Isma, and Laki is again, okay. So,
what is need of putting Haza? If we remove Haza,
but you're asking a question. If you say Anna Laki, what do you mean by that? Think about the translation. From where is this from? Or, where is this from? Yeah. Which book is this? How are you going? If you say Ayyu Kitabin, so you're saying which book? Is Ayyu Kitabin is going to be a sentence?
Ayyu
Kitabin mean which book, right?
Yeah.
So if you say which book, yes, it is a Murakkab Izafi, but it's not a sentence. What are we looking? What is our topic? Interrogative sentences. Yes. Meaning
that would be just a
sentence.
fragment.
Yes. Otherwise, it would be a fragment. So we are saying which book is this? Yes.
Yeah.
So in these sentences, you are showing the murakkabat.
Well, no, I'm not showing the murakkabat. All I'm saying is the murakkabat are used everywhere and we should be able to identify them by now.
Okay, recognize it. Okay.
Right? And they are used in a sentence because remember, nominal sentence, sometimes the mubtada can be murakkab izafi. Sometimes the khabar can be murakkab izafi. Remember that?
Okay.
And when we were talking about this, we said the technical details of what we know about a nominal sentence does not apply 100% on here because there are two groups of grammar. They said kaifa is the mubtada and anta is the khabar. Yes?
Mhm.
And the other people say, no, anta is the mubtada, kaifa is the khabar. But then we say, why the khabar came before the mubtada? Because as in English, we use the question word before, then we are using the same method here. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the explanation I gave you earlier. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's not get stuck on this. I have a lot of material to show you and it will start to make more and more sense, inshallah. Okay, so here, kam riyalan indak. How many riyal you have with you? Okay, that is the meaning of this. Okay, lima takunu ma la taf'alun. Why you not do what you say? Yeah, or what you say, why don't you do what you say? This is a lima takunu ma la taf'alun. You know, sometimes we say something, but we don't do it, right?
That should be lima taquluna ma la taf'alun.
Okay, lima takunu ma la taf'alun. This is an ayah from the Quran, so we're sticking with it. The meaning is lima. The focus is here, lima. Lima was why. Remember earlier when we saw lima, what was the meaning of lima?
Why?
Why? So is this a question?
Yeah.
Lima takunu ma la taf'alun? Then why don't you do what you say?
See.
Yes. Okay. All right. So to give you more details about this, let's take a look at this chart here. So these are ismu istafham or asma'i istafham. Anna is from where or how come. Then this book introduced a new meaning. It says how come. Is kaifa how?
Yeah.
Yes. Come is how much?
How much?
Okay. Ayana is when?
Yeah.
Okay. And Ayana is for Yawm al-Qiyamah. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Ayyun, which one? Yes?
Yeah.
And the ayyatun for the female, I'm giving you ayyun for the male and ayyatun for female. Okay. Another one here, which we did not cover in our. The reason what we said earlier, we are only going to cover the one which are more frequent. So if you see a different list here, they will come in some way or form and we will inshallah look at them. But let's quickly look at some of the examples from the Quran. Qalu a'innaka la anta Yusuf. Is this here? Is that the huruf istafham?
Yeah.
Is this a isma or asma or huruf? Huruf istafham.
Yes.
Which one is it? Is it a haruf?
Huruf.
Yeah.
Because this is they're saying, are you indeed Yusuf? Is that a yes or no question?
Yes.
When the brothers of Yusuf alayhi salam found out, or when they figured it out, what did they ask him? Qalu, they said, a'innaka la anta Yusuf? Are you indeed Yusuf? Over here, the la anta is bringing the tawqeed. Indeed. Are you indeed Yusuf? And what was his answer? Naam or whatever, right? But here you see the example from the Quran. Qalu a'innaka la anta Yusuf. So this is the nominal sentence in a question mark. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this one.
Brother Abid.
Yes, brother. Yeah.
La anta is emphasis here.
Yes. Because remember, whenever you have innaka, then you can also have la later on in the sentence. Okay. So this is the emphasis. So the next one, kul ayyu shay'in. Kul ayyu shay'in. Is ayyu is one of our asma'i istafham.
Yeah.
Akbaru shahadati. The translation is say, what thing is greater as witness, or which thing is greater than ayyu shay'in means which thing. Is ayyu shay'in is murakkab izafi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How do we know?
Because of
Okay. Somebody's talking. Let them finish. Yeah, who is Sister Homa? Is that you?
Yeah, I said it's madaf alayh.
Yes, and because ayu has no tanween, yes,
Yeah.
and the shay'in is in the status of jar. This is the minimum you can explain when you're explaining murakkab idafi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In this list, we had the word and the mean do. Yes. So over here, hasibtum an tadkhulul jannah. Do you think that you will enter the garden or Jannah? Yes. So this did it came in the beginning of the sentence?
Yeah.
And the meaning is do. So if that becomes a question?
That's different.
Yes. So is also asma'i istifham. Okay. Now, man zallazi yashfahu indahu illa bi'izni. From Ayatul Kursi, right?
Yes.
Man is what? Asma'i istifham. What is the meaning of man? The man mean who. Okay. Maza, what? Lima, limaza, why? So in Arabic, there are more than one form of things. So we keep it simple in the beginning. And when we are comfortable with it, then we expand our horizon. So I'm trying to give you the best of both worlds. So this Hamza can be written with an alif, or it can be written like with the Hamza with the fatha on. Hal, we also saw that. But these are huruf istifham. And the rest are asma'i istifham. Because these two require yes or no answer, simple. But everything else requires you to give a bigger answer or some sort of explanation. Are you guys with me so far?
Yes.
Okay. Are you finding this useful?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ask Musa alayhi salam? Wama tilka biyaminika ya Musa. And what is that in the right hand, O Musa, or your right hand, O Musa? Yes? Tilka is what?
Isme ishara.
Isme ishara. Okay.
Yeah.
And tilka is for near or far?
Far.
Feminine.
So remember, it says that because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pointing to something far, right? He's not saying what is this in your hand. He says, what is that in your hand? Yeah, oh Moses. So is there ma is the harf or isma istifham?
Yes.
Is the interrogative noun, right? Okay. Yas'alunaka maza yunfikun. Maza here, if you remember in this list, ma and maza means what?
Yeah.
Right? So over here, they ask you what they should spend. Is that a question?
Yeah.
Yes. Yas'alunaka, they ask. To who? To you. Ka is you. Maza yunfikun. They should spend. Okay. Remember this one? Lima takuluna ma la tafalun. We got this again here from the Quran. Why do you say which you do not do?
Brother Abba,
did you say?
the previous one you said lima takunu. Lima takunu, takuluna are the same?
Let's see. Oh, lima takunu.
Yes.
And what do we have
That was
here?
why I was saying that it should be lima takuluna.
Okay, so yeah, there must be a typo. So that's
Yes.
okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. So basically we will go back here. So now you know the translation. Why do you say lima takuluna ma la tafalun, which you do not do? So is that a question?
Yeah.
Okay. Qala ya Maryamu anna laki hadha. Right? So is this anna our isma istifham?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. He said, O Maryam, from where does this provision come to you? And then her answer was, Qalat Rabbi anna yakunu li walad. Now this is a different one. Later on in Surah Al Imran, this was when she asked, O my Rabb, how can I have a son? Anna is how can. Okay.
Anna yakunu li waladum.
Yes. And then when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked this question, Qala kam labist. How long or how, remember kam is how much, how many?
Yeah.
So how long did you stay in the state of death? Okay. Kaifa, how, nunshizuha, how we set them together. Remember the story of Uzair alayhi salam when he was made to sleep for 100 years and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought him back to life. And he said, look, how we're going to bring your donkey together.
Yeah.
Because the donkey was dead for 100 and some years. So he said, Kaifa nun shizuha. How? Our focus is on the Kaifa. Okay. Qala awalam tu'min. Awalam here, somewhere in the list, over here. Let's see. It was, where is awalam? Is this there?
No,
Okay,
top. Go to the back. Go to the back. Yeah.
This one?
No, this is lima.
No, is awalam. That's why I'm just.
I don't think we have.
Yes. So,
awalam.
but over here, yeah, awalam. So we don't know. We didn't see it in the list. So let's not worry about it. Li manil mulkul yawm. This is man, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Aina, where? Shuraka ukum. Where are those whom you claimed that they are your partners? Wa kayfa takfurun. How would you reject? Or how would you? Takfurun is not always in the sense of a kafir. That is also how would you reject or you deny? Okay. Innakum latashhadun. So we didn't see it, so let's not worry about it. Fabi ayyi, amma we did not see, but mata nasrullah. When will Allah's help come? Yes. Yes, alunaka ayyana yawmuddin. Again, is yawmuddin day of Qiyamah?
Yeah.
Okay. Man khalaqa samawati wal ard. Who created the skies and the earth? Yes. Oh yeah. Okay. Ayya munkalibi yankalibun. To which you also over here ayya is mostly in the status of nasab here. Okay. Let's see. Ayyukum aman. So that's mashallah. That's the same thing as man here. Okay. I have another list for you guys. Okay. This one is more from like a textbook and more like a non-Arabic, non-Quranic Arabic. So this will also give you some good example. So far, have you grasped at least the list of the Asma'i Istafham? What are those? Ma. Yes?
Yeah.
Aina. Mata. Right? Ayyana. Kaifa. Yes? Kaifa. What else? Man. What else?
Ayyan.
Ayyun. What else?
Lima.
Inna.
Lima.
Lima. Mashallah. What else?
Aina.
Aina. Okay.
Ayyun.
Ayyana. Mashallah.
Ayyun.
Ayyun. Mashallah. Okay, you got that. So the list you got it, right? Mata, you got it, right? Kam, you got it. Yes? Lima, you got it. Alhamdulillah. Yeah? So if we go again in this book, what is this ma? Istafham. Mahaza. What is this? Mahaza. What is this? Am I asking? Okay, look. Stay with me first. Mahaza. What is this? Masculine. I'm asking about something masculine. Yes.
Yes.
So the answer is Haza Maktubul Barid. This is the post office. This is the post office. Yes. Maktubul Barid is post office. I'm giving you the answer. Now is Maktubul Barid, does it sound like a murakkab?
Yeah, murakkab izafi.
Murakkab izafi. Maktabu, no tanween. Al mudaf alayh, al is allowed. Maktab, no al. And al baridi, status of jar.
Yeah.
Making sense? Okay, let's do you think we should break now and come back after the break?
Sure.
Yeah, that way you will have a little break and then we can just go over this list in a little bit more detail.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so let's meet at 11 inshallah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, don't leave the meeting, just mute yourself and we'll see you soon inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Good, good, good. So, what we have today?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Raj bhai, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Aap kaise?
Alhamdulillah. Are you getting all this material?
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Okay, please let me know when you're back so that I can start again.
I'm back here.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay. So basically, what we are learning today is we are learning those pronouns or the interrogative pronouns, asmaul istifham, and we have looked at a long list of things. And here I can give you some more examples. We want to do other things as well. So let's try to do it quickly so we can have more time to do other things. So ma haza, what is this? And that's a question, and it's a jumla ismiya, and it is for masculine. Ma hazihi for feminine. What is this? But you're looking for something feminine. Masmuka, what is your name? And these, you cannot just say yes or no. You have to give some answer. For example, ma haza, haza maktubul barid. Maktubul barid mean it is a post office. Now, maktubul barid will be murakkab izafi because maktubu is no tanween, no al, and al baridi is in the status of jar. And even the translation, post office, right? So that is a possessive, right? There's a possession. Mahazi, hazihi, ulbatul aklami. I mean, this is a bag of pens, okay? Or that's a case of pens. And this ulbatul aklami also murakkab izafi. Masmuka, what is your name? Ismi Khalid, right? Or you can say ana Khalid. Yes? Is the answer is ismu Khalid or ana Khalid. I am Khalid. Okay. And then if we go to man is the second one. Man is who, right? Man anta, who are you? Ana talibun jadidun. Ana talibun jadidun. I am the new student, or I am new student. Talibun jadidun sounds like what murakkab? Anyone? Pay attention to the word jadid. Tosifi, mashallah, jazakallah brother Nasib. So I am the new student, or I am a new student. Liman hazihish shanta. Shanta is a suitcase, a bag. Whose bag is this? Liman, whose bag is this? Yes? Or who this bag belong to? Hazihi shantahul li Khalidin. This is Khalid's bag. Yes, suitcase. Li Khalid, remember this lam jara? Also used for belonging, right?
Yeah.
Remember we said lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard, that whatever is in the earth and the heavens belongs to Allah. So this lam is also for belonging, right? Okay, so let's talk about aina. Aina is where? Aina baytuka, where is your home? Or where is your house, right? Bayti fi mantakil Nazimabad. I mean, the answer could be whatever, but I'm just saying the attention we are paying is to the asma of interrogation. Man aina anta. Man or min. No, sorry. Min is from. Is a harf jar, right? Min?
Yeah.
Okay. Aina is where, right?
Yeah.
Anta is you. So from where you are, or where are you from? Yes? Aina anta. Where are you from? Yes? Ana min Surya. The person is replying, I am from Surya. Ila aina anta zahibun. Where are you going? Yes?
Yeah.
Or where did you went? Ana zahibun ilal maktabi. It's more like where are you going? I am going to the maktab, meaning I'm going to the office. Follow? Are you guys with me so far? Is everybody back now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So brother Shahbaz, are you following this concept here?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay, so what are we trying to do today? Can you tell me that much?
We're trying to learn two types of huruf istikham and asma istikham.
Good, mashallah. So we are trying to see that these words are the asma istifham. When they come in the picture, they make a question. Yes?
Yes.
And aina is where, man is who, ma is what. Right? That is what our target is. Because remember this part, ma is what, man is who, kaifa is how, aina is where, mata is when, ayana is when. So what is ayana specific to, Brother
Yeah.
Shabazz? Brother Shabazz?
والقيامة.
Everybody answered other than Brother Shabazz. So Brother Shabazz, what is ayana?
Is like meaning the when.
When, but it is specific to Yawmul Qiyamah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's an important, anytime you see in the Quran, you will see it 4 times, inshallah. And all 4 times it is referring to the Yawmul Qiyamah. Yeah, okay. All right. So what is the next one? Come. Come is how many or how much? Come kitaban fi yadika. How many books you have in your hand? Yes. Fi yadi kitabani. Now, mashallah, you have enough Arabic. What is kitabani? How many books he has?
2.
2 books. Okay. Kam sanatan umruka. How old are you? Or how many years? Kam sanatan umruka. So, umri ishruna sana. Ishruna sana is what?
20 years.
20 years. Mashallah. Okay. Kam sa'atu al-an.
What is the time to you now?
What is the time right now? As-sa'atul ana al-wahidatu wan nisf. 1.5, right? Or
It is 1:30.
30. Okay, good. Mata was when? Yes?
Yeah.
Mata maw'idu safarika. Right? Brother Nasib, what is this? Mata, when are you becoming a traveler? When are you traveling?
When are you traveling? Yeah.
Okay. Ana musafiru bada yawmain. What is yawmain?
2 days.
2 days. I will be traveling after 2 days. Yes. Mata zawajuka ya Zaidun. When are you getting married, ya Zaid? Zawaji yawmal juma. I am getting married on yawmal juma. What is yawmal juma? Is it a murakkab?
Yeah.
Okay, which kind of murakkab, Brother Taj?
Murakkab jari.
Where is any haruf jara in this?
Oh, I thought the
No, where is the haruf jara here? Because jari is for when you see a haruf jar. Do you see any haruf jar in here?
No.
Okay. Yawm al-Qiyamah, day of Friday. Yes. So if you do the translation, the answer will become easy. Okay. Similarly, kayfa halukum. Kayfa is how. How are you? Yes. Nahnu bi khairin alhamdulillah. Yeah. Okay. Ayyu kitabin karata. Ayyu is which book are you reading? Which book are you reading? Karatu Riyadus Salihin. Riyadus Salihin. I am reading Riyadus Salihin. Okay. Okay. So far so good, guys. You getting the idea what's going on?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Remember, lima is why. Yes. Lima is why. Lima ta'akhkharti al-yawm. Lima ta'akhkharti al-yawm. Why are you late today? Akharti is ta'khir. You know, ta'khir se hai na? Ta'akhkharti til yawm. Ta'akhir til yawm. Why are you late today? Lima anta jalisun huna. Why are you sitting here? Lima anta jalisun huna. Why are you sitting here? If you don't understand anything else, at least you know why I'm pointing out the lima is why. Okay. Limaza is also why. Yes? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So inshallah, this is what we have covered today. Do you guys have any questions about this?
Brother Ahmed, do you have the PDF of this book?
Yes, inshallah, I'll share it with the.
Please send it. This is very helpful, and I guess
Yes,
this
I
will
will.
help
I
us
will
a
share.
lot.
Yes, inshallah,
you.
I'll give you. Inshallah. Okay, so everybody clear on the concept here, like what we did here?
Yeah.
Okay, only one person answered. How does that going to satisfy me? Brother Afzal?
Gee, brother, I just unmuted it. Alhamdulillah, that's good.
Yeah,
I
okay.
was going to suggest something.
Go ahead.
Surat Kafirun.
Okay.
If we go through analysis of that, I think a lot of things will be very much clear for everybody.
I see.
Like negative, istifhamia, everything.
I see. Okay.
That's the big of repetition, you know. Yeah, so just a suggestion.
Okay, no problem. Sister Homa?
Yes, Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I'm following.
Okay. Sister Amirunisa?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
Okay, good. So again, for the benefit of everyone, what we are trying to do, our focus is on huruf, istifham, and asma'i istifham. And if you recognize them, then you can see that they're used many places in the Quran, and they're used to make a question. Okay. And brother Afzal is saying,
yeah.
I should look at al-Kafirun. Okay. So basically over here, Kul ya ayyuhal kafirun. There is no question here. La abudu ma ta'budun. So la abudu, this is a more of a verbal sentence. Ma ta'budun, yes, we can see ma here is used as what, but not in a question mark. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wala antum abiduna ma abud. Again, over here, ma is used for not a question, but just, because ma meaning is what. Wala ana abidum ma abattum. And I am not a worshipper of what you worship. So again here, la,
no question mark.
The la is used for jumla fe'liya and not for jumla ismiya. In jumla ismiya, we use ma, and there is no question mark here so far. So wala antum abiduna ma abud. Again, there is nothing here. Lakum dinukum waliyadin. Nothing here. But Jazakallah khair, Brother Afzal. We looked at it. MashaAllah, there is some negative in here, but nothing as question mark. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was more like ma, like ma.
Yeah, the ma you're mentioning here is more for what and not for any negative or question mark. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the reason I was.
Yeah, no worries. We Jazakallah khair. Okay. So this is one thing I wanted to do. Let's do quickly something here again. Let me see if I can share my screen. Okay. Okay, can you guys see my iPad now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's do some work together. What did we do before the break when we were, a session before the last session, we didn't do anything. We took a break. But before that, what were we doing? Remember?
Murakabat.
We were focusing on Murakkab Izafi. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm basically doing a review. And with this review, inshallah, you will get some refresher. So Murakkab Izafi has Mudaf. And it has
Definitely.
Mudaf ilayh. Okay. So how do you understand this? You have to keep in memory the rules. For Mudaf, there is no al. Right? That's my simple rule. Number two,
no
tanween. You need to remind yourself of these things, right? No tanween. And the number three, the more important rule was
any status.
Any status, right? Okay. On the other hand, al is okay. Yes. Number two, always in the status of jar. Yes. So only status allowed is
Jar.
only status is jar. So can it have nasab, rafa?
No.
No.
No, cannot have nasab in jar. This is my starting point, right? And in other words, I'm asking you to do this exercise on your own time. Okay,
Inshallah.
take every murakkab like this, put it on a piece of paper, identify the two parts, mudaf, mudafun ilayh. Okay, mudaf has certain rules, mudafun ilayh has certain rules. Once I know them, it's easy for me to work. Yes. So if I say Rasul Allahi Haqqun, what did I say? I said Allah's messenger is truth or truth, right? So is this Rasulullahi? Could it be my, what is the translation first of all? Messenger
Of Allah.
of Allah. Yes. So the easy thing is, the moment I see of, does it give me a mudaf, mudafun ilayh idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's my mudaf? Is Allah Rasul is mudaf, because in the murakkab izafi the mudaf come first, right?
Yeah.
So is
Allah
Rasul mudaf?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Allah, he is mudafun ilayh?
Yeah.
Okay, does my rule apply? Is there al on Rasul?
Yeah.
No al. There is no al on Rasul. And there is no tanween. Yes.
No. No.
And what is the status of Rasul here?
Jar.
Yeah. No, it's Raf.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to the question carefully. I said, what is the status of mudaf here, right? What is the status of Rasul? Is Rasul my mudaf?
Yes, it's
Okay.
Rafa.
So Rasulullahi, is the Allah is a mudafun ilayh?
Yeah.
Is there al there?
Yes.
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 Is there jar there?
Yes.
So this become my mudaf, mudafun ilayh, and haqqun. Now this mudaf, mudafun ilayh, can it become my mubtada?
Yes.
Murakkab izafi can become my mubtada, right?
Yes.
Is haqqun my khabar?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So over here, the thing I want you to highlight to you, that focus on the Rasul. It says Rasulullahi, Rasulullahi. Yes. Over here, I'm using the status of Rasul as Rafa.
Subject.
Are you with me so far, guys?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say, is this a nominal sentence?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, because we have mubtada and we have the khabar. Is khabar the mufrad, like a standalone word, haqqun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mubtada is a murakkab.
I want to talk to you about something that's been making waves on social.
Okay. Now, if you take this, if I have to say inna Rasul Allahi Haqqun, what did I do over here? I added inna.
Indeed.
Now
Akidi.
we're going back to our concept of creating emphasis by adding inna. Yes.
Yeah.
When we add inna, what happens to our mubtada?
Ismail.
Ismail.
It's become isma inna. But does the status change?
Yes.
No.
To
Yes.
Nasab.
Oh,
Now, yes, the status changed to what? From Rafa to?
Nasab.
Is Rasul my mudaf?
Yeah.
yes.
So am I going to have a dhamma or a fatha or kasra?
Fatah.
No, the
Yeah, brother Shaban, what are you going to have?
Dhamma.
Why dhamma?
Oh no, hang on. It's inna there.
Yes. So what does inna require you to do?
Nasab.
Nasab. So it will become
Fatah.
Fatah.
Rasulullah hi haqqun. Okay. Is this still mudaf, mudafin ilayh?
Yes.
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 right? Mudaf, mudafun ilayh. Is this still my mubtada?
Yeah.
And is this my khabar?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened to the status of Allah here? Is it still status of jar?
Yes.
But over here, the mudaf changed from rafa to nasab
Yeah.
because you introduce inna. Yes.
Yeah.
So this mubtada
Zarf
become,
and
yeah, this become ismo inna
It's
and
more.
this become khabar inna. Okay. Do you see all the concept we have covered applied here so far? Okay. So what I've said that you can say Rasulullah he. Yes.
Yeah.
And you can say Rasulullah he. Yes. Can I say Rasul Lillahi?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. In order to do this, I would have to bring min or some harf jar. Min Rasul Allah he. Yeah.
Rasulillahi.
Rasulillahi. Yes.
Yeah.
So what am I trying to tell you here? I am saying that mudaf will have no al, will have no tanween, but any of the three statuses are allowed on mudaf. You get the moral of the story?
Yeah.
And I showed you with example why and how it changes. But does anything happen to mudafun ilayhi's status? No.
No.
Only jar. So look it. Is jar here? Yes.
Yes.
Jar here? Yes. Over here, jar here? Yes. So the mudafun ilayh, what is the status will always stay?
Jar.
Jar.
Yes.
And the mudaf can change from rafa to nasab to jar depending on the how we are using it in the sentence. Got it?
Mm.
Yes. Okay. Let's take another example. If I say Rabbun, what is Rabbun? What is the status of Rabbun?
Rafa. Rafa. Rafa.
Okay. What is Rabban? What is the status?
Nasab.
Nasab.
And Rabb bin.
Yes.
Okay. So if I say, then we also have something like, we have attached pronouns, right?
Yeah.
Attached pronouns. I'm only going to give you the second one. Ka, kuma, kum. Yeah. So if I say something like Rabbu kum, can somebody give me the translation?
Your Lord.
your
Your Lord, or we
All
can
of your
say
love.
your Rabb, right? Just to keep it simple. Your Rabb. Okay. Rabbukum. Okay. Can I say something like this? Rabb bu kum ghafu. I gotta do better job than this. Okay. Rabbukum ghafurun. Is that a nominal sentence, guys?
Yeah. Rabbukum Ghafur.
Yes.
Right. So is this my mubtada? Rabbukum?
Yeah.
Is Rabbukum murakkab izafi?
Rabbukum Ghafurun. Yeah.
Yes. So over here mubtada is murakkab izafi, right? If I say indeed, inna, what will be the status of Rabb?
Nasab.
Nasab.
Inna rabbakum ghafurun. Follow?
Yeah.
You see in the Quran, when you read next time, you will see these differences. Rabbukum, rabbakum. Does that change the meaning?
No.
No. but it's changed the status because inna require nasab. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. If I say mir, Rabbikum,
Rabbikum.
right? So Rabbikum. Why we got Rabbi now? Because of harf jar.
Yeah.
Okay. So then is this still murakkab izafi?
Yeah.
Right? And this is harf jar.
Yeah.
So then is this murakkab jari?
Yeah.
Are you guys with me so far?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Does this clarify certain things in your mind?
Yes.
Right. But what is the key? The key is, I know this stuff, alhamdulillah, after doing this practice. How are you going to get it so that you know it like the back of your hand? Is when you're going to write it down on a piece of paper like this. And then you try to focus in the, when you're reading Quran, and then you say, why Rabbukum here? Why Rabbakum here? And why Rabbi here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to pay attention to all those things, right? So let me also show you something that if we go to our session number 5, and let's quickly look at what we have covered so far, just to take a recap of an inventory of what we have learned. And I want to show you this booklet. There is a letter of, sorry, I have to stop sharing for a second and then share. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So now let's say we go blow this up 150. Okay. So have we learned the part of speech?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's what our starting point was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And just by looking at the parts of speech, how many things we learned? We looked at ism, right?
Yeah.
Looked at the harf. And we haven't looked at the nouns yet, right?
Yeah.
No nouns. Arabic alphabets, do we know them by really goodly? Arabic alphabets?
Yes.
Okay. Do we know the vowel signs? The un, in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Vowel sign is the un, in, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Do we know indefinite and definite? Marifa
Yes.
and okay. Do we know zalika and haza? The difference between zalika and haza?
Yes.
Near and
Haza is near, zalika is far. Yes, isme ishara, right? Solar versus lunar letters. Shamsiya or Kamariya. Remember those letters where we say al and we don't say al. If I say al kamar, do you hear the word al? Yes.
Yeah.
And if I say ash-shams, did you hear the word al?
No.
No. So there are letters in the Quran, they are known as Shamsi. Shamsi mean solar letters, sun letters. And there are lunar, moon letters. In the moon letters, the al sound is visible. In the solar letters or the sun letters, the al sound is not visible. Noun endings. Do we know the i'rab? Do we know the status?
Yes.
Yes. And what are the 3 statuses? Rafa, nasab, and jar. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Alhamdulillah. Do we know Hamzatul Wasl and Hamzatul Qata? If you don't know, Hamzatul Wasl is pronounced when it is by itself, but when it comes with other words, then it doesn't pronounce. Okay, but Hamzatul Qata is something you always have to pronounce. Follow? And I'll give you an example. Do we know prepositions? Do we know haruf jara?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Do we know detached pronouns?
Yes.
Okay. Do we know mudaf, mudafun ilayh? Murakkab izafi. Yes. Do we also know gender? Do we know about gender? Male, female. Do we know that? Okay. Badal, let's say not worry about that for now. But zarf are adverbs.
Yeah.
Did we learn adverbs? Yes. Did we learn the adjective, tosifi?
Yeah.
Okay. Did we learn about isme mausula, allazi?
Yes.
Okay. Fe'l madi? No. Attached pronoun? Yes. The opposite of detached pronoun is attached pronoun. We know a lot about that. We also know mubtada muakhar, khabar muqaddam, but I'll give you even more detail later on. Do we know about jama?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And then the next one we haven't covered in detail, but you can see that this one document has a lot of review material. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So if you start to look at it, the parts of speech are English versus Arabic. English has 8 and the Arabic has 3. So in the English, we have noun, pronoun, adjectives, adverbs, interjection, verb, conjunction, preposition. And the Arabic only has noun, fail, and particle. And if you take a look at this chart, it explains very beautifully that those 5 in English, they were combined into 1 in Arabic. And the verb is verb, particle is conjunction and preposition. And still the parts of speech are 8. But since they made a combination, they squeeze it into 3. This was our lecture number 1. Remember? Yes. Okay. Now, similarly, the alphabets, we know the alphabets are these. Now, some people will say there are 28 alphabets, and some people will say there are 29. They're both accurate. We don't need to fight about it, but just the explanation is different. Okay. Now, the Arabic vowel sounds, the tanween and the dhamma. So singular, dhammatan, dhammatan, dhammatan. Yes.
Yeah.
But over here, basically is this one. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this one. It's basically there are short vowels when you have a single dhamma, and the long vowels are when you have the tanween. See? Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Tanween, adding actually letter to the short vowels. Oh no, sorry. No. Long ones are when you add alif to them, right? Or the letters belonging to the Arab. For the dhamma is the waw, for the fatha is the alif, and for the kasra it is the yeah. Okay. So I want you guys and ladies and sisters to go and read this document once in a while. This will, in 15 minutes or less, you will get the overall review of what you have done so far. Is that too much to ask?
No.
No.
Okay. And you have this document, right? All you have to do is click on it. It opens up, right? Okay. So, and you can see all these details, the difference between haza and zalika. And over here, the next one is the difference between man and ma. You see that? You see that?
Yeah.
Man is who, ma is what. And then there is some examples here also. And you just need to read these and make sense. Now, the particle of interrogation and answer. Haza baytun, this is a house. Ahaza baytun, is this a house? We just learned it, right?
Yeah.
And then we said there are haruf istafham, which simply yes or no answer. Yes?
Yeah.
Right? And then we have also other ones. It didn't give you the detail here, but I just gave you the detail, right? The other man, kaifa, mata, aina, limaza, lima, all those words we just looked at. And the solar and lunar letters are al-haruf al-kamariya and al-haruf al-shamsiya. If you are a student of Tajweed, you know them already. Because you cannot read Quran without knowing this, yes?
Yeah.
So you cannot say ak-kamar. Can you say ak-kamar? No, because al-kamar is the right one. The al will be pronounced. But over here, you cannot say al-shams. It is ash-shams. Now, the easy way to know, if there is a shadda, we know that it's a shamsiya. Yes? But if you don't have this letter, shadda, then you will need to know the haruf. Like these letters, the ba, the qaf, mim, kaf, waw, they are kamariya. and the ta, sin, shin, now, noon, ra is the shamsiya. This is harder to memorize, but you need to know the list. But if you see the shadda and there is a al before it, you will never say al-shams. You will always say ash-shams. Yes? You will make the al sound go away. Okay? And these are the actual letters. They made it easy for you. So the Kamariya are these and the Shamsiya are these. So it looks like half and half, right? How many letters in the Arabic alphabets? 29 or 28? So it looks like 14 of them are Shamsiya and 14 approximately same is true for Kamariya. Okay. Then the case endings. Al-Kitabu, Kitabun, Muhammadun, Babun. What's going on here? The noun endings mean Arab. Right? And we know in detail how to know the Arab. Okay, the easiest ones are the singular ones and the broken plurals, right? The singular and the broken plurals are the one which we learned from the last letter and the haraka on them. The other ones we have to rely on ending sound. Yeah? Okay. So then the nominal sentence, we know that we have mubtada and we have khabar. And we know a lot of details about mubtada and khabar. That mubtada has to be rafa, it has to be marifa, the khabar has to be rafa and nakira. And there are some examples right here. And then hamzatul wasl and hamzatul qata. So hamzatul wasl you already know. Hamzatul qata is over here. This is qul hu Allahu ahad. So over here, this hamza is called hamzatul qata. You cannot ignore it. You have to pronounce it. Okay. So just wanted to direct your attention that how much material we have covered, alhamdulillah. And we have also everything available at our fingertips, but it will not happen until you follow and you practice. Did I get my message across?
Yeah, nothing happens here.
Yes. So this is all your investment so far. Okay. Remember, we started in September of 2022, and we are in July of 2023. And one part of Arabic grammar, which is Nahw, which is the study of ism, we have pretty much covered everything. I mean, not everything, but most of it we need to know to understand the ism. How many people can agree with me on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So at this point, you have invested a lot of time. Every session we had, like every class, it was 2.5 months. 10 sessions mean 2.5 months. So 2.5 months, 2.5 months, 5 months, and 2.5, 7.5 months you have invested in this. Would you like to go this to waste?
No, not at all.
Not at all, right? Any sensible person, any sane person will not like to even hear that, because this is a really hurtful thing to say that I'm going to lose everything. So how do we retain it? We retain it in a number of ways. Okay, we continue to do review. Okay, yeah. We need to tell this to other people, because that is another way of retaining it for good. Yes, the only reason I'm able to retain this is because I say it again and again, and to multiple people, and in my privacy, in my, when I go to masjid, I'm always sitting down with somebody and telling them something. So because I repeat so many times, it has gone into my deeper memory, right? And I write with my own hand, and then I have the burden of, giving it to you in a understandable way. So my channels are more used than yours, right? So I'm not saying that you are all at the, I think on an average, every student of mine, mashallah, at this point will be 50 to 60%. But I want to take that to next level. At least every student of mine should be above average, 70 to 80%. And then once in a while, when you don't remember, then you can look it up. But for that, you need to have your own handwritten notes, right?
Yes.
Now, have you noticed that even though we are paying attention and the things are in front of our eyes and we are looking at it, but still we don't get it? How many people can understand that part? That recognizing is not understanding. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, mashallah, you guys are all professional and you have your best intention. I'm not doubting any of that. But murakkab idafi, murakkab tawsifi, how little things throw us off because we are not applying the rules correctly. Yeah. And again, if you understand the part that those rules change the meaning of the Quran, then in other words, we are making mistake reading Quran, right?
Yes.
Right. So if we are still struggling with our tajweed, maybe we need to go back and revisit. Yeah. And not take it easy on that. We need to still pay attention and go there. So enough said. I want to quickly show you Surah Fatiha. I had it over here, Surah Fatiha. Do you guys remember the first sentence or the first ayah? Alhamdu lillahi rabbil alameen. Okay. Now, this tool, Quran corpus, if you haven't started looking at it, please look at it. And look at this. Is Alhamdu, is it starting? Is it a noun?
Yes.
Okay. Is al there, is it proper or common? Proper. Is it Rafa?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As soon as I give you these details, why am I thinking like that? I'm trying to ask my question that in my memory or in my knowledge, I have knowledge about sentences. And I know there are two kinds of sentences, nominal and verbal. At this point, I don't know anything about verbal, so I'm not worried about that. But is Alhamdu is a proper noun? Is Rafa is starting with the noun? Can be my mubtada. Is it my mubtada? Alhamdu?
Yeah.
Right? And then after the mubtada, am I expecting a khabar?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So lillahi, is it murakkab jari?
Yes. It is
Right.
muta'alliq.
And we know that muta'alliq is always khabar. It can be a khabar, or it can be again there will be more details in the khabar. In the khabar and muta'alliq can exist in the same sentence, and they can also change their places, right? So the lillahi is in the middle, even though we say the lillahi comes afterwards, right? Okay. Rabbil alameen. If you look at the translation, the Lord of the universe, Rabbil alameen. Is this mudaf, mudafun ilayh?
Yes.
Okay, so is this can be my khabar? Can mudaf, mudafun ilayh, murakkab izafi, according to our understanding, can it act as a khabar?
Yeah.
Yes, because murakkab izafi can be both, can be mubtada and can also be khabar. Yes. Now look at the Rabbil Alameen. Now pay attention to, based on the rules I gave you a minute ago. Rabbi, no tanween, no al. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And al Alameen, status of jar, and al is okay.
Yeah.
And look at the translation, the Lord of the universe. The moment I hear the word of, possession, possessed and possessor. So it is my mudaf, mudafin ilayh. Now, why Rabbi here is in the status of jar?
Possession.
Hmm?
Possession.
No, because of the lillah.
Oh yeah.
Jar. Yes.
Yeah.
So is this a nominal sentence, by the way?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so alhamdulillah, one thing we got that out of the way. And this chart is telling me that anything from here to here is a khabar to alhamdu, which is my mubtada. And this in between, there is a muta'alliq as well. Yeah, the order can be different, but over here, the order is alhamdulillah is first. And this whole lillahi rabbil alameen becomes my khabar. Making sense?
Yeah.
If you want to know more about alhamdu, look, it says nominative masculine noun. This is ism marfu. Is this rafa?
Yeah.
Okay. And also giving you all praises and thanks. Agree?
Yeah.
Lillahi jaru wa majrurun. Jaru wa majrurun. What is majrur here? Allah. Allahi, right? So lillahi mean for Allah. Jari majrur, murakkabe jari. Ism Rabbi, ism majrur. Alhamdulillah, we understand all this now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think this tool is going to help you understand even further?
Very much.
Okay, if you are more curious, if you click on Alhamdu here, it will give you everywhere in the Quran, this word alhamdu is being used in some form. Over here, alhamdu, 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 wa bihamdi, alhamdu, bihamdika. Follow?
Yeah.
And these are all the verses from the Quran, by the way. And you can drill down into them by clicking on this, and then it will take you to that ayah. You see? So imagine if you really want to get, get deep knowledge about these things, this tool, you can spend 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 hour, it's up to you. But if you're using 0 minute, then basically you are living, you're missing out on some great information.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have, let's look at some of our Quran today. And we have covered these ayahs before, but why do we repeat ourselves? Because a reminder is beneficial to the mu'mineen. Yes?
Yeah.
And we need to remind ourselves again and again about the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this verse is the verse of hope. Yeah? Do we need hope every now and then?
Always.
Now, since Ramadan, be honest to yourself. How many resolutions we had? And what was the level of our iman? And what was the level of our commitment that we're going to do this and we're going to do this and we're never going to go back? But now, after a few months, be honest to yourself. Are you still on the same passion, same level? And how many of us, Alhamdulillah, but the level is not the same. We have slipped, we have made some mistakes, and we have gone back to some of our old routines. So, point is not that we are human, it's going to happen. But when we read verses like these, it increases our iman and it puts us back into that same high spirit again. Okay. So in Surah Al-Zumar, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Kul ya ibadiyallazina asrafu. Asrafu ala anfusihim la taqnatu mir rahmatillah. Say, O my slaves. Now say to who? This is the message to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That tell my slaves which? Those who asrafu, have transgressed. Where? Ala anfusihim, against themselves. That la taqnatu mir rahmatillah, do not despair from the mercy of Allah. So far so good?
Yeah.
Okay. Ala anfusihim. Ala is harf jar.
Yeah.
Anfusihim murakkab izafi. Ala anfusihim jar majroor. Murakkab jari.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is everybody able to understand that without me going into a lot of details?
Yes.
Right. So now you understand that within murakkab jari, there is another combination of murakkab izafi, which is the ism majroor. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. La, no, right? Or do not. Here, the la is taqnatu is a jumla failiya. So we're not talking about that. Rahmatillah, the mercy of Allah. Is rahmatillah murakkab izafi?
Yes.
Yes. And is mir harf jar? So is it again murakkab jari, and within murakkab jari the ism majroor is murakkab izafi?
Yeah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, so far anything or everything we have learned is right here in front of our eyes, and we can pinpoint it or determine it just by looking at it. Yeah. Now, as soon as you see inna, is it emphasis?
Yeah.
Okay. And inna comes in a jumla ismiya. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Isma inna.
Right. Isma inna, right? So inna Allah, right? Inna Allah ha. Why there is a fatha here?
Because
Nasab always after.
Because inna makes it nasab. It is not inna Allahu. It is not inna Allahu. It is inna Allah ha.
Yeah.
Yes. Yaghfiruz zanuba.
If there was no inna, then it would be Allahu.
Allahu, yes. So imagine the reason I'm pointing this out to help you bring this memory back, that as soon as you see inna, the concept coming to my mind, there is an emphasis being built. So this sentence has emphasis on it, that because why you should not despair from the mercy of Allah, because indeed Allah forgives all sins. Now, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't give you a category that I forgive all sins except this, then do you have to worry about all sins? All sins mean everything, doesn't matter big or small. Got it?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So, inna Allaha yaghfiru dhunuba jamia. Why does he do that? Innahu huwal ghafurur rahim. Okay. Now, the moment you see innahu, is that also emphasis?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. And huwal ghafurur rahim, does this sound like a jumla ismiya? Is huwa my mubtada?
Yeah.
And al ghafurur rahim is my khabar?
Yeah.
Yes. So, mashallah, at this point, if you start to read Quran and you try to apply this, the concept as I'm trying to tell you, you will feel happy, and at the same time, you will benefit from the meanings. Yes. So say, O my servants who have transgressed against themselves by sinning, do not despair of the mercy of Allah. Allah forgives. Indeed, Allah forgives all sins. Indeed, it is He who is the forgiving and the most merciful. Yeah. Then what else he is asking us to do? Wa anibu, and turn. Ila rabbikum, to your Lord. Wa aslimu lahu, and submit to him. Min qabli, before. An ya'tiyakumul azabu thumma la tunsarun, that before comes to you the punishment and then you will not be helped. Okay, so what is the meaning of anibu? Turn. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that if you have sinned and you're feeling despair and you're feeling that you have lost all hopes, then do not despair. Turn to me, because I can forgive all sins, and because I am the most merciful and the most forgiving. And what do you need to do? Wa anibu ila rabbikum. Yeah? Is ila harfe jar?
Yeah.
Okay. Rabbikum, your Lord. Yes?
Yeah.
Rabbikum. We looked at it when I was writing on the iPad. Remember? Rabbukum, Rabbakum, Rabbikum.
Yeah.
Over here, is it ilah here?
Yeah.
So Rabbi will be Rabbi or Rabbu or Rabba?
Rabbi.
Rabbi. So now you understand why this is Rabbi and not Rabba or Rabbu. Because of the harf jar. Now Rabbikum is mudaf ilayh.
Yeah.
So ila Rabbikum is murakkab jari, and within the murakkab jari, the majroor part is the murakkab idafi. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Wa aslimu. When you say you're a Muslim, that means you are submitting. Islam is
To submit to Allah.
to submit to Allah. That's the name Muslim means. The person who submits, right?
Yeah.
When you accept Islam, you become Muslim. You called Muslim because you are the one who submits. Yeah. Wa aslimu. Lahu is lahu. There is a harf jar here. Lam jar. And the who is the attached zamir. Attached pronoun. Okay. Now, what is the status of lahu here?
Attached pronoun. Nas.
Okay. Jar. Who said that? Brother Javed, you said it?
Yes.
Okay. Why is it jar, by the way?
Rabbikum is
Why is it jar, Brother Javed?
Because of
Lam jara.
Yep.
Jazakallah khair. So is lahu murakkab jari?
Yeah.
Yes, right? Because remember, these pronouns are small, right? They're very short. So
Yes.
this is still a murakkab jari, right? Lahu is to him. Okay. Min qabli an ya'tiyakumul adhabu summa la tunsurun, right? Min qabli.
Can I ask? Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
disturbing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, lahu, is it? I thought it's only it should have a zair like le. It should be le to be
Okay.
large.
Jara has some exceptions, and if you look at the list, when you attach them with the attached pronoun, most of the time it is going to be with the kasra, but there are exceptions where it is with the fatha. Because if you say lihu, it doesn't sound good. Yes. So obviously, the people of Arabic grammar, every now and then they make an exception based on how easy it is to say something.
And
right?
aslimu is a fail amr, is it?
Aslimu is a fail amr, yes. So
Yes,
since
fail
you know
amr.
about fail, it is fail amr. Anibu is also fail amr.
Fail amr, yeah.
Yeah. So yes, for your understanding, that's yes. But since the other people don't know about fail, so I don't go into too many details about them. So I'm still trying to again and again identify the murakkabat so that those things get, settle in your brain forever. Yeah. Okay. So he said, don't despair from my mercy, because I can forgive all the sins and I am the most merciful and most forgiving, and turn to me and submit to me before the day comes when the punishment is destined for you, and then at that time nobody can help. So should we wait for the last minute to make tawbah, or should we start worrying about it right now?
Right now, immediately and always.
Yes. And then what else we should do? Wattabi'u, and follow ahsana, the best, ma unzila ilaykum, of what is revealed to you. Unzila ilaykum. Ilaykum is murakkab jari?
Yes.
Ilaykum, because ilay is the harf jar. Mir rabbikum, again, mir rabbikum, from your Lord. Min qabli an ya'tiyakumul adhabu baghtatan wa antum la tash'urun. And follow the best of what was revealed to you from your Lord before the punishment comes upon you suddenly, baghtatan, suddenly, while you do not perceive. Right? Now, can the punishment can come anytime?
Yeah.
He's going to give you a notice first, then I'm coming.
No.
Can an earthquake can come any second, and how much time we have to react? Yeah?
Yes.
Think about that. So, baghtatan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always warning us that do not be aloof or, ignorant, because these things could happen. And that's why we're always in the status, or a moment is always in the state of hope and fear. We are at the same time hopeful from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but also we fear from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And the iman is to stay in between these two conditions. We have, 50% hope, 50% fear. And this keeps us in proper format. If we have more hope and less fear, that can be damaging. If we have less hope and more fear, that could also be damaging, right? If you're always afraid and you feel that no, doesn't matter what you do, you're always going to be like punished, then that mental state will not let you live a good life, right? So the proper balance between the hope and fear will get you going. Yeah? Okay. Antakula nafsui ya hasrata ala ma farrattu fi jambillahi wa in kuntu laminas sakhirin. Sakhirin is a mocker. Lest a soul should say, oh, how great is my regret over what I neglected in regards to Allah, and that I was among the mockers. Okay. So inshallah, I hope that you guys can also read tafsir by clicking here. If I just show you how, you just duplicate this tab and then you click on tafsir. That's how I do it. And I include these links for you guys all the time. Yes. So there is no intercession except with Allah, but we're not looking at that. We are looking at, let's see. The topic would be, the topic will be, what happened? Yakul ya ibadi. It should be in the next page, I think. Let's see. All right, let's see. Where is it? The call to repent before the punishment comes. Yes. Isn't that what we're talking about? that we should seek Allah's help and not wait till the last minute, and we can read from here, inshallah. But I don't have the time to go into that. We just wanted to highlight. So inshallah, if you guys read these verses on your own and pay attention and ponder, inshallah, this will be beneficial for all of us. Yeah.
Inshallah.
Okay. So Jazakallahu khairan. I hope that we got a new concept in. We reviewed Murakkab Izafi, and we took a little inventory of what we have covered so far. It was not an extensive, inventory, but at least it was an eye-opener that how much we have covered so far, right?
Yes.
And then this little exercise of what we did in reading these ayahs together, that now after 7.5 months or approximately 6 months, we should all be able to get the message from the Quran directly to some extent. You guys agree on this?
Inshallah.
Okay. So Jazakallah khair. Anything correct I said is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything wrong I said is my fault. May Allah forgive us all. Subhanallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now, if any one of you is coming to the Halal Fest, which is happening today and tomorrow, inshallah, I'll see you there. Okay, I'll be there this afternoon. Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.